MGReviews, where I review all things tabletop. In this episode, we're going to take a look at TerraTiles Coast and Rivers. This gaming resource came from a recently fulfilled Kickstarter campaign, and it has just about everything you'll need to deck out your tabletop. So let's take a look and see what's inside the box. Standing trees, nice. Thump. Thump. As you can see, there are a lot of tiles in this box. And every tile is double-sided. And I think it's important to note that each of the double sides are usually some sort of generic texture, which I think maximizes the modular nature of the system. And later on, I'm going to set up these beautiful tiles on a 5-foot by 6-foot table. It's pretty amazing how much gaming space you can get out of just one box. As you can see, they have just about everything to set up your coastal or river setting, including this sweet land bridge, man. Unfortunately, there's only one of each of these tiles in the box, so if you're going to want a longer land bridge, you're going to have to buy another box. And the same goes for these 6 half tiles. And while they're not totally necessary, they do help you frame in your gaming world. With this number of tiles in this box, your options are nearly endless. Let's go ahead and build our first setting. Start with a tile. In this case, I'm starting with the river. I'm just going to take it where it leads me. Maybe it finds itself a crossing and a coastline. You know, someplace to travel by. And maybe nearby there's someplace old and forgotten. When you build a layout with TerraTiles, it tells your story. And every good story is gonna need props. They break out of their hard sheets effortlessly, and assembly is pretty much a cakewalk. Altogether, they give you 9 trees and 6 wall sections to do with as you please. And they're just what you need to trim the story. A little prop goes a long way. So while there is a number of tiles in this box, you are pretty much limited to coastal and river settings. And while that's all fine and dandy, sometimes you just want to lay down some grass tiles. And you're going to need the Misty Moorland set. Now these two sets, they work together seamlessly. And that's why I'm using TerraTiles for my upcoming production, Natural 1, a tabletop role-playing game show. Here's an early shot of my set, where I'd use just the Misty Moorland's box. The pilot episode of this show is going to take place in kind of a river valley. But without coast and rivers, it was more of just a stream valley. And while I think it looks great, and it probably would have worked, I was really looking for a larger river to cast into the setting. And while there's still a ton of work left to do on the set, check this out. Now this is the marriage between TerraTiles, the Misty Moorlands, and Coast and Rivers. I could not make this set without both of those sets. And isn't it awesome, if I do say so myself? It's amazing what a handful of risers, a few sticks and rocks, and some clump foliage can do. Just imagine showing up to play the game and seeing this out on the table. With the help of TerraTiles, you can fully immerse yourself into the game. And why have a real life when you can live on TerraTiles? I happen to think it makes gaming so much sweeter. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and for all things tabletop, hobby included, subscribe to RAINN Studios.